It's Thursday morning, May 12th. I'm at the West End Gun Club. It's just after 0600. Took the day off from work. Had to take a vacation day because I haven't taken a vacation day in a couple months. Just came out to the range to do testing of the Berger 30 cal 175 OTM tactical bullets in the 308. And also going to try to do the testing of the 62 grain MA55/S109 5.56 NATO ammo test. The range is pretty empty. There was one guy here before I got here. So hopefully today should be pretty quiet. So I test fired the Bergers, and the group size is okay. It seems I'm getting some horizontal stringing, so I'm not sure if it's me or what. Hopefully nothing's loose, but we're gonna continue to work that out. But the biggest problem this morning is the fact that my chronograph is not returning any values, so I don't know what's up. I shot a couple rounds with the AR over it, and it's still not reading anything. I'm not sure if it's because it's too dimmed right now as far as lighting is concerned, but this is going to be a huge problem. My chronograph isn't functioning because the whole reason I came out here is to do chrono testing. So as you can see, the chronograph is in the shade even though it's bright out there and it's clear sky. And the diffusers, which are those little white panels on top of those rods, aren't getting any light on them, so it's not getting enough contrast for the bullet to be detected or by the sensors which are on the edges of, or the two ends of the chronograph. So I'm having zero luck with my chronograph right now. The conditions, the lighting conditions aren't ideal from where I'm sitting as far as these benches are concerned. So when I came in here last weekend to do my testing, the thing is it was very overcast. And so the sun was actually, the light was diffused in the sky. And so that gave up plenty of even light. The problem with this shade is that there's no, it's bright and it's non-cloud. It's a very clear day. There's no clouds, so there's absolutely no contrast in the shade, and therefore I can't get my chronograph to read any of the browns going over it. So it's 8 o'clock right now. I could wait it out, and wait for the sun to creep over, that could be another 3 or 4 hours. And I don't know if I want to sit here for 3 or 4 hours to wait for the sun. I could go to the back range to run the chrono test, but then I won't have the distance because I think the 50-yard bays are being used, so it's not really a good situation. So I might just call it a day. Maybe I'll shoot my last 5 rounds of the Bergers in the 308 and then just pack up and go. My chronograph started working magically. I was shooting the last of my Berger 175s when I noticed that my chronograph was showing readings. The good part is my chronograph's working. The bad part is during that last string, I'm out of the Berger 175s that I loaded, but the 41 grains of AR comp was reading really high, 2780 feet per second roughly, which is a full 100 feet per second faster than last weekend, which is when I was shooting in 50 degree weather. Right now, I have to check, but it's probably 80 degrees right now, 70 to 80 degrees. But my barrel temp is a little bit warm because I've been shooting it. So I broke out the Federal Gold Medal match to get a baseline of what that's like in these conditions. And they're registering about 2690 to 2700 feet per second, which is a good 50 feet per second faster than last weekend. So that being said, the temperatures and the conditions right now are affecting my velocities, but AR comp is affected a lot more than I would have hoped. So I'm going to come down to 40.5 and chrono test that sometime next week and see if it's around 2700 feet per second and also if it's shooting accurate enough. Right now, the 41 grains AR comp is shooting accurate, but it's faster than I think I want, especially if it heats up even more in SoCal weather. When it gets 100 degrees, how will that perform? Will it be too hot? I don't know. So I guess I can go ahead and start my 62 grain ammo test since my chronograph is now working. So the testing of the 62 grain 5.56 ammo didn't go as planned because for some reason it shoots like crap in my 18-inch SPR. This is M855, XM855. IMI is somewhere around here. And then I tried the PMC. So I believe this is XM855 or M855, XM855, IMI, and the PMC. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if it's my rifle. I didn't bring any 77 grain ammo to use as a baseline, but this gun should shoot under an inch or under 1 minute of angle. Last time I shot it was at Camp Pendleton a few months back, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and I shot at the 600 and it was shooting well enough. So I'm not sure what's going on, if my gun just can't shoot 62 grain, at which point this test is kind of crap. But I have velocity readings for the ammo. I should have done velocity for all the 62 grain that I acquired. But right now I just wanted to stop because I felt like it was going to be a waste of ammo and a waste of time to continue with the test. But this is pretty much it. A little disappointed with how it panned out. So I'm done with my range session today. It was kind of a difficult range session as far as my chronograph not working. Then finally when it was working,
come to find out, my 41.0 grams of AR comp is running hotter than I want it to. In 80-degree heat, it was running at 2760, 2770 feet per second. So come 90-degree and 100-degree weather with the fast ring of fire, that could probably hit 2800, and I kind of want to stay under 28. So I'm going to adjust accordingly by half a grain, maybe 40.58 grains of AR comp with a 175. I did bench or use the baseline of federal gold medal match in the same conditions as today. So I busted out the box, and it was running about 40 or 50 feet per second faster than last weekend. So, which was 55 degree weather. So it's to be expected you're going to have some muzzle velocity variance with increasing temperatures and barrel heat and whatnot. So, but I'll just try to accommodate accordingly, and hopefully 40.5 shoots as well or better than 41 grains of AR comp. But the Bergers shot okay. These are Bergers here. These are Bergers here. Some horizontal stringing, but that could just be me in bad position because I'm not a really good bench rest shooter, and I don't have a good bench, actual bench rest or a rifle rest. It's just like a bag. And as far as the other groups are concerned, towards the end, I shot this. These are Bergers. I don't know what was going on here. These are also Bergers, so tightened it up a little bit. I also did some sight adjustments as well. These are the Sierras Match Kings 175, so they still shoot tight, but these are also running hot, so it was running at the same speed as the Bergers. So again, over 41 grains of AR comp. So again, I need to adjust for that. So the disappointment with the 62 grain ammo testing, all over the place. I don't know what to say about this. I didn't want to waste time right now and waste ammo shooting this stuff. I should have brought some 77 grain match loads with me, my hand loads, because I know those are good. So if they weren't shooting good today, then I know there's something wrong with the rifle. But unfortunately, I have no known good ammo to test with my SPR to see if it was the rifle or if it's the ammo, the 62 grain ammo that's malfunctioning. But the 62 grain shoots like shit for some reason today. It's all over the place. I was aiming here, hitting here. I adjusted a little bit. Aiming here is hitting here. I was aiming here and hit this, so. I think I was aiming here and hit all this and here, and I hit like down to the bottom. So that was like 855, and XM 855, IMI, and then PMC. So I don't know what to make about this as far as what happened there. So just call it a day, and maybe I will bring my other upper with me, and also bring my 77 grain hand loads to make sure the SPR's function is good. Again, last time I shot it was 3 or 4 months ago at Pendleton, maybe even longer, and it was on a 600-yard line. But I know I was shooting groups, so I mean, it was hitting 10 range just fine. So that's pretty much it for the day. Today's my vacation day. I wish the range session was a little bit better, but what can you do? Got out of the office, got to the range, did some shooting. I think that's the best you can wish for or hope for as far as a day off. So. Today is May 12th, Thursday, 2016. Maybe I'll hit the range again this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and then definitely next weekend, weekend after next, there's 2 matches to go to. But that's pretty much it. Until then.